On today's live daily news, we report on a crash involving, of all things, an electric bicycle. There was a pretty bad voting machine glitch during early voting here in Tom Green County, and it's a great week for painting en plein air. Plus, a double interview for today. First, Matt Trammell and the head of a fraternity at Angelo State talk about a fundraiser where the frat boys will be living inside a box. Then Yantis Green catches up with the Concho Valley Republican women. All this and more. I'm Joe Hyde, and this is Live. Before we get into the news, South Plains Implement presents the October Closeout Sale. Unbeatable deals on John Deere compact and utility tractors. Like you can save $1,500 on selected 1 to 3 series tractors, $2,000 off select 4 series tractors, and a huge $3,000 off on select 5E tractors. You better hurry through. This offer is only good through the October 27th. That's Friday. County restrictions apply. Don't miss out on the October closeout savings. That's South Plains Implement in San Angelo. It's located just off of US 67 North at 3993 Tractor Trail and at 18 more locations throughout West Texas and New Mexico. South Plains Implement, where farm meets family. Now, on to the news. We start the show today with big news coming out of the governor's office. This year's winner of the 2023 Lex Frieden Employment Award for Small Employers goes to San Angelo's own Nachos, Restaurants, and Cantina and Grill. This award is given away every year during Disability Employee Awareness Month to a business that goes the extra mile for workers with a disability. And a quote from the governor, that's Governor Greg Abbott himself, he said, "Our lives are not defined by how we are challenged, but rather how we respond to that challenge." He went on to describe how hard it was for him as he bounced back after his tragic accident decades ago that took away the governor's ability to walk. For more on the story, read it on sanangelolive.com. In other news, currently in Tom Green County, early voting is underway, and already our local elections office ran into a big problem. The elections office said it found that an error on printed ballots found after early votes had already been cast on Monday and Tuesday occurred. We are voting for or against the 14 constitutional amendments to the Texas Constitution. If you voted against one of those amendments, the printed ballot printed the correct answer. Against. But if you voted for the amendment, the printed ballot printed out in all one word, for against. And you say that faster, it's like for against. Anyway, looking at the printed ballot, it may have been difficult to know the vote cast for or against. It couldn't be both. Our county elections supervisor, upon discovering the problem, fixed it. And what is more, she was very transparent about what happened. The printed ballots are printed for backup, and Vanna Hudson, that's our election supervisor, confirmed each electronic ballot was registering the vote correctly. The end result is several hundred early vote ballots. The printed version will say for against, which really means for. No big deal, problem solved. Early voting for those 14 constitutional amendments ends November 3rd. The election day is on November 7th. This morning at around 11 o'clock, the San Angelo police were called to the intersection of Avenue J and Harrison Street for the report of a crash. Once there, police found a woman who was riding her bike that was hit by a pickup. No major injuries were reported except maybe a few little bumps and bruises. The truck driver was given a warning for the crash, as he did stop at the stop sign, but only after hitting the gal on the bike. In town today, the annual event, On Plein Air, has begun. Festivities began last night with artists painting paintings of downtown San Angelo. Today, they will be at the International Water Lily Garden. This is the 10th year in a row for the event, and to celebrate, the organizers will be having a huge party free to the public this Saturday night at the Fort Concho Stables. To see the entire list of events that are happening around On Plain Air, check out the story and the events calendar on sanangelolive.com. Moving into weather, good thing that On Plain Air event is this week because the temperatures will continue to be wonderful outside. Currently outside, there are some cloud coverage and some rain is likely to return tonight and into tomorrow morning. By Thursday, the rain should be gone, so expect the temps to kick up a little bit into the upper 80s. There is a small chance of rain on Friday, Friday night football. And to find out what kind of chance of rain there will be, come back tomorrow to the live daily news show for your weather update. And finally, each member of the national championship Angelo State Rams baseball team will be getting his new championship ring. Cover One analyst Ryan Chadwick has the full story, but first, a quick message from the Bass Bunch.
Do you have a child with special needs? Well, we have a special day of fun just for you. It's the Fall Festival for Children with Special Needs, sponsored by Jim Bass Ford and San Angelo Live. Join us at Jim Bass Ford Thursday, October 26th from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. for games, prizes, refreshments, and candy. Free for children with special needs and their families. The 2023 Fall Festival at Jim Bass Ford at the corner of Houston Hart and Arden Road. Don't miss it.
Angelo State University announced today that the annual alumni game for the Rams baseball team will be this Saturday at Foster Field at 4 p.m. The university also said that before the game starts, the Rams will recognize the 2023 NCAA Division II national champs from last season with a ring ceremony. Head coach Kevin Brooks said that he's excited for last season's team to receive their rings and recognize the national championship. He also says that he's excited to have many former players in attendance that help pave the way for the Rams to accomplish the ultimate goal of a national championship. Come out and watch the current and former Rams play baseball this Saturday. And of course, for more sports around the Concho Valley and beyond, be sure to check in every day at sanangelolive.com/sports.
Gross.
Right now, get 15% off carpet cleaning from Carpet Tech.
And welcome back to the show. I have a very special guest today. It is right off of homecoming week, and the fraternity of Kappa Sigma down there is doing something big. So I wanted to bring on their president, CJ Pena. CJ, how's it going?
Good. How you doing, man?
I can't complain here. At San Angelo Live, everything's always moving, so can't complain. But you guys are maybe going to have something to complain about in a little bit because you're going to be living in a box. Like, are you gonna go to a bridge or something?
Man, that'd be pretty crazy. But no, I don't want to live like that. It's probably pretty brutal. So
yeah. So explain to the folks when I say living in a box. What am I talking about?
Yeah. So pretty much we're going to make a makeshift box. We're gonna live in it for essentially a good week from Sunday, the October 29th to November 4th, right at the end of the military appreciation football game. We're going to be right off of Johnson Street near the CHP, so right where, there's a lot of
Texans Hall, right there across the street from the baseball stadium, all that right there.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. And you aren't doing this for fun, of course. So what's the big plan for this?
So this is our Military Heroes philanthropy, Kappa Sig. This is our big one. So we're hoping to raise awareness and start the conversations. Unfortunately, a big problem that we have here is homeless military and as well as, their mental health. And so, this is one thing that I feel very, passionate about, a long line of military family. We live in San Angelo, right? We have the military base, or Goodfellow right there.
Right.
And I'm hoping that we're able to start those conversations. So all week we're collecting donations. This week and next week, we've already had a lot of business support.
Okay.
A lot of businesses have been donating. We have a website, asubox.org, and we just plan to put those businesses on the side and appreciate all their support. And so hopefully going forward, it'll be fun.
And so all these donations and all of this money that y'all are raising, y'all are giving back to the organization as a whole, or is it going to impact some local lives as well?
Yeah. So we have a whole list of different organizations on the Kappa Sigma HQ website. What is going to be locally donated, though, is we're also collecting clothes. We're collecting canned food. Really anything that you would like to donate. I mean, $1 goes a long way, right? We have a population of over 100,000 in San Angelo. So, I mean, imagine if everybody donated $1. That'd be awesome.
Oh, that'd be huge. So where are you going to take those donations at, or physical donations at? At the box?
Yeah, so right at the box, we're going to have a bunch of tubs. If, for example, let's say someone just has a bunch, we have a lot of guys. This is our biggest chapter size, so we'll gladly go pick them up. On that website, my number's there and my email, so anything.
Awesome. I mean, you can shout out if you want to. If you don't want everybody knowing, that's okay too.
No, yeah. My phone number is 512-545-1481. All that information is going to be on the asubox.org, so...
We'll make sure to throw those in there as well so be looking for those in the comments. CJ, what's the life right now at ASU? How's just the beat of the campus? I mean, you're one of the chapter presidents. You can kind of see how the beat of the campus is. So how's ASU looking?
ASU's looking really well, right? I'm also the sports marketing assistant, so it's been really fun to kind of see all of our sports teams succeed, right? But baseball just won the national championship. And so I think that this year, more than ever, we had a really, really big freshman class come in, and I think that we've had a lot of student involvement, and I hope that this is one of those things that brings people out, not just students, the faculty, the people of San Angelo, right? Like, this is something that I do feel that could be really big and hopefully start a tradition. This is the first one of, I hope, of a long line of many.
Okay, so one last time, let them know where they can donate, and of course, where y'all are going to be at.
Yeah, so again, you guys can donate at asubox.org. There's a GoFundMe, pretty much every single form of payment we can take. We will be right across from the CHP and Johnson Street. It's right across from the library. So please, if you guys have time next week, please come out. We'd love to meet you guys.
All right, CJ Pena with the president of Kappa Sig there on the Angelo State campus. CJ, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you so much for having us.
We'll go back to you guys.
Gross. Right now, get 15% off carpet cleaning from Carpet Tech.
And thanks for joining us. Welcome back to the show. Joining me today is Laquita Shelburne with the Concho Valley Republican Women. Laquita, thanks for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Now, you just recently got back from a really fun event.
I did.
Which is the Texas Federation of Republican Women.
Yes. And it was up in Irving, and we had such a great time, but we saw so many good speakers. I cannot even begin to tell you.
Now, this is something they do every 2 years?
It's a biennial convention.
Okay. And it's Republican women from across the state gathered to move forward Republican issues.
We meet some of the candidates, and we hear the speakers, and we become more grounded in what's going on within our state. And this is kind of where people start looking at the platform and start thinking about, what is it we really stand for? And so it's just a great opportunity to network with other clubs as well.
Okay, across the state. And of course, next year is an election year. Mm-hmm. It's a big year, so big year. Y'all will be busy.
We will be very busy. And we think we're the difference.
Yep.
Yeah, we think we're going to make the difference, that the women are going to make a difference.
Well, I can tell you that in my time in politics, I was told years ago, and it still holds true, that you can't get elected without the Republican women.
That's true.
And so I have seen that, I believe it, and it's good to know. Yeah. So tell me about the convention. Who was there?
Well, we saw Casey DeSantis. We saw Riley Gaines. We saw Dan Patrick, Dan Crenshaw, the governor. Actually, it was just an overall well-rounded convention, and saw lots of dynamic speakers. We saw Asa Hutchinson's wife again, and so we saw women there representing their husbands that are running for office, and we saw a lot of our state elected people, and it was just every single one of them. Of course, it was right after the attack on Israel, and they all felt the same way, that we need to stand with Israel, and they were very adamant that this was a slaughter of people, and it's just something you can't tolerate. So anyway, that was the message was loud and clear that Texas was standing with Israel at that point in time, and I feel like it'll continue that way.
Okay. And of course, we just got into early voting for the constitutional amendments that are on the ballot. Early voting continues for about the next 2 weeks.
Yes, and unfortunately, this week we were supposed to have Drew Darby and Charles Perry at our meeting on Thursday at Bentwood, beginning at 11:30, and we'd love to have everybody come. But we're going to have Joseph Vargas, who's going to come and really dive into what these amendments are about. And a lot of people maybe haven't had an opportunity to study them out, so hopefully this will put them ahead. Another exciting thing that we did last week, and Betty Lacey was the chairman for this, we fed the firefighters in San Angelo.
Oh, okay.
So she had a team of us that worked with her. We spread out throughout the city, and we took them to each fire station a meal.
Okay.
And wonderful opportunity to just support the firefighters in San Angelo. So,
well, I bet they appreciated that.
they did, and it was good. It was good food too.
Well, they have to cook for themselves
That's
sometimes,
true.
and maybe,
Well, they actually told us that. This is supper. We were like, great. So anyway, and we've got lots of things coming up. We've got the Flieger Fest is coming up. We're planning to participate in that.
out there at Cooper's.
Immediately before that, we're going to have our annual drive. It'll be at Exotic Expressions.
Okay.
And so people can come to that from 5 to 6:45-ish, jump in the car, head out to Pflugerville.
Okay.
Not Pflugerville, but it's going to be Pflugerville
It
because
will
everybody
be.
there is going to be there. But anyway, go out to Christobel to Cooper's Barbecue, and we just think that'll be a great day for us as women to participate.
And that's a free event, and I think
free.
Aaron Watson is playing.
Going to be there to play.
Okay.
And we're looking forward to whatever message that August brings back to us from.
Well, he's got his
on
hands full there in Washington
He
right
does,
now.
he does.
It's a bit of a mess. Hopefully, we'll have a speaker by then.
I would like to hear that. I would definitely like to hear that. And then we're going to have, we're going to participate in the Veterans Parade, and
Yep.
we're going to help put flags on the Veterans' grave at Fairmont. And so
Okay.
we're a busy group of people.
Well, and it's a busy time of the year. That's
right.
I had forgotten about some of those events, and we've got to gear up and be ready for them too. So.
Yeah. We're excited about it, and we want to be active. We want to be
yeah.
out there on the front lines, and this year I just could not be prouder. Our club took the Club Achievement Award, and so that landed me right beside our governor with an opportunity to say thank you for what all he's doing and trying to do for us. And he said, "Oh, don't thank me." He said, "This is an everybody effort." He said, "I can't do what I do without the support of the people." And so I thought that was a really kind way to put it. But yeah, we had just such a wonderful time up there. And we even, our theme was the Iron Lady.
There you go. Love these shirts.
Now, these are just cute as can be. And so we put a tattoo of our logo on her arm and made this kind of our own thing. So the CBRW logo is right there. And so I had these T-shirts made up because we did a full-page ad thanking the TFRW for all they do. And so everybody that attended got one of these T-shirts from me as just a kind of a thank you for giving your time, because that was 3 days of hard work.
Oh, yeah, conventions are they'll wear you out because it's a nonstop thing.
Absolutely. But I wish that everybody could have heard some of the speakers, especially Raleigh Gaines.
Yeah. I would love to see her come to San Angelo someday.
That is something that I have it's up on top of my mind, because I think our young people need to hear her.
Yeah.
And if we could couple her with Enos Cantor Freedom, and let them know that slavery's still alive, it's still happening. It's not something from a long time ago. It's very obvious now, still happening. And then to address the idea of women athletes, competing against basically men. And she's a very fine Christian young woman. She's married. She has a powerful message about how God worked her into this position of speaking up on this. So, yeah, great speaker.
That's good to know. Keep us posted on that.
I will. That's something I want to do.
All right. And the Concho Valley Republican Women monthly luncheon is this Thursday.
This Thursday at Bentwood. And you are invited to come. You just need to, go on our website and make a reservation, so we're sure we have plenty of food for you and a good place for you to sit. And I think you'll enjoy the meeting.
All right. Laquita, thanks for being here.
Oh, thank you.
Right.
Appreciate it
We'll
so
see
much.
you again soon, I hope.
Bye-bye.
All right. We'll see y'all right after this.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Cano stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Kano's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
This has been Live Daily News. We are broadcasted via live stream and podcast every weekday in the 4 o'clock hour. My name is Joe Hyde, and for everyone here at San Angelo Live, have a great week.